Alright guys, I did not feel like doing like a watch show and tell video, so I am going to, even though I said I wasn't going to, I am going to swap out the movements on a couple of watches I have. You will see the faces of them here in a little bit. So first thing I'm going to do is get these case backs off. They should not be crazy tight because this one has been off many times. The Turtle, I just picked this one up off from Bruce, so I'm not really sure if this case back has ever been off. It does not seem like it, and that's how you scratch them up right there, guys. So don't do that. That's just me being kind of dumb. That's okay. Do as say, not as I do. I actually have a couple of non-scratching tools coming. That was partly because I was trying to do it through the camera. I don't normally do that. But this watch is already kind of all scratched up anyway. I don't really care. And I'm not going to edit that out. All right. So, now we just got to find the, I already have the crown unscrewed. We just got to pop the stem out. Got to do the same thing with the SKX here. Pop that one out. So now we can pop the movements out. The movement that's in the SKX is actually going to be in a tour build that I'm going to be doing that I talked about in my live video. So that one's going to get covered up and hopefully not too much dust get on it, which is a non-stop challenge. So you can see that guy off in the background there. I'm going to cover that up. Flip that over. Hopefully don't get too much dust in there. So this is a patty turtle, which I'm trying to see a good place to grab it out of its case here. That is not a good place. That'll work. So go ahead and snatch that out of there. And this is a temporary installation too, guys, so don't freak out. But that looks better, I think, especially with the Pepsi dial or the Pepsi bezel. Okay, that should be down in place. Get the SARB 059 crown and stem installed here. Gotta find that sweet spot. That's always fun. There we go. I'm not gonna get too crazy with cleaning up the gasket and doing all that because I'm going to take this apart again pretty soon, as soon as my crystal shows up for it. You know, I've had people ask me if the turtle case back will fit on the SKX. It's definitely wider. I think the thread size thing would fit, but it's wider overall, so I don't know if it would seal properly. It might seal, but I guess I would worry that, well, screw it, let's try to thread it on. It threads on. That part is right. I don't know if it's going to seal with the gasket and everything, and what it's going to look like on the case back. So there's a turtle case back on the back of an SKX. Like I said, it fits, and it actually looks pretty good, other than the scratch I did. Wow, way to go, Rob. Matches the scratch on the case. This is my personal SKX, so it's a little beat up because I experiment with it a lot. So yeah, it fits. I don't know if it seals. I'll have to, before I do the full build on this, I will put this case back on and I will do a water test without the movement in it, and I'll let you guys know if the turtle case back will actually seal on the back of an SKX. Because just because it screws down and fits, I think it will. I mean, it kind of feels like it would, but let me figure that out. Unless you guys have extra parts laying around and you want to try it. Okay, so there's that. You can see that. Now, the other thing I'm going to change on this, I'm not 100% sure I like the polished seconds hand. I might actually swap out the seconds hand on this movement at some point. I think I like the full white. So I'll have to look around in my hands and see if I have one of those. You know what? I definitely have one of those, because here's one on a SKX movement right here. This is out of the 009. Another question people have asked, can you put the SKX movement in the turtle? Well, of course you can, because the turtle one fits in the SKX, right? But the real question is, will the stem and crown and all that stuff work in there? Gotta get it to go in just like that. Okay, so that fits in there. So will the turtle stem and crown work in the SKX 7S26 movement? Kind of feels like it will. Threads in. Let me throw the case back on and we'll do a function test. This is how you ruin a turtle. First you scratch the heck out of the case back while trying to remove it like a Neanderthal. Like I said, I do have actually better tools coming. And then you put an SKX 009 full assembly in there. Well, of course, there's no wind. Yeah, it legit works. Yeah, works fine. Yeah, it's kind of like pulling a V8 out of a car and putting a 4-cylinder in. Sweet. I don't know if that's a good analogy. That's kind of fun. And then this guy, that looks better, huh? Anyway, guys, I just felt like playing with the watches today. So hope you enjoyed. I did. Scratched up some stuff, learned some things, and hopefully we'll learn more things. Thanks for watching. Can you tell which one's the turtle and which one's the SKX?